close to some of the northernmost waters of the beautiful Chesapeake Bay. We're at M&T Bank Stadium near Baltimore's Inner Harbor. Coming up, we're keeping things in the AFC for an intra-conference contest between the Houston Texans and the Baltimore Ravens. Two of the NFL's final unbeatens putting their records on the line against each other as we're underway. Here's a return from the 7. This manages to get just beyond that 30-yard line. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. And somehow he manages to get back to the line of scrimmage before going down. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Looking to throw, Jackson. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
That is a DB's best friend's pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Jackson now on 3rd. And he won't escape this. The Texans take him down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. The Ravens going to punt this away, and here's Jordan Stout to handle that boot. And he drives this into the pouring rain. And you'll love the effort on that return as he gets him all the way up beyond the 40. Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Stroud off of play action. Cut out left. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. This one misses the tight end. So that brings up 2nd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
He finds space for a few yards that time. Travis Jones, the man in on that tackle.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune third down situation.
He goes the distance. Touchdown, Houston! The Texans don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. Here's Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. Extra point sent in through the rain. And the Texans will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Here's Tylan Wallace on the return. Good work so far. He's got room. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. This is completed downfield to Likely. And he's going to take this down to the 31 before he gets taken down. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. It almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
They've got first down from the 31. Jackson looking to throw. His pass is complete. That's Zay Flowers. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22.
Well, there's a time to be a little finessey with the football, put a little touch on, and then there's time to put your arm into it and let it eat. Throw it right through your target's chest. This one, that one right there was the latter. Smart to make a fastball zing in before anyone could undercut the curl route.
It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the first.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet. But if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Lamar off the play fake. Bails out of the pocket quick. He can run it. And he's going to go out with a pickup of 3, so chipping away a few here ahead of this 3rd down.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right, they win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Third and 4 coming up now. Lamar now from the gun. This one's caught. And that short field pass, Brock, is held to the short field. It's going to be 4th and short.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
On 4th now, on comes Tyler Loop, going to try this field goal for the Ravens. High percentage look for him here from the left hash. Loop knocks it through, and it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
In that close, in the red zone, you know they're upset they couldn't finish the drive with the touchdown. It's only half the points, but at least there's something to show for the possession.
Starting from the 5. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10. They'll begin with a run by Mixon. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. So before they get the snap away, we reach the end of the first quarter. It's an early advantage for the Texans. Back to the bank in just a moment. Welcome back. We'll begin the second quarter with the Texans in possession. They're looking down to 2nd and 9. Shotgun now for Stroud. Caught. This is Knoll. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs. On the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Has him on the quick hitter. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
And he's all the way across midfield down inside that 45-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. And the Texans are going to have a 1st down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
1st down, Stroud. Short pass brought in. He works it down to the 37. Brought down by the versatile All-Pro, Kyle Hamilton.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight ends short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Completed over the middle. And he's brought to a stop after he found plenty of room to run.
That's just so good. I mean, that is teaching tape right there. It's what you want your guys to do. To not just catch it and fall down, but have a plan. Yes, you got to catch it first, but then have a plan to go attack. Be aggressive. Get those yards after catch. That is a job well done.
Working inside the red zone. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. And it'll be 2nd and goal. Still a couple of shots at this one. Here's Stroud again. Trying to set up the screen for Mixon. He's hit and driven backwards. This is going to force him into 3rd and goal.
Okay, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And that forces them to 4th and goal. Now it's Ka'imi Fairbairn on to try it for the Texans. A pretty automatic look for him from the left.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Wallace with a return here. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Finds his man. It's Rashad Bateman. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already to midfield. First down, here's Lamar. Escapes the pocket. A lot of grass ahead. And Lamar doing what he does oh so often, Brock, sliding in safe after picking up the first. That brings us to the 2-minute warning at the Inner Harbor. The Ravens pushing for a late spark before halftime. They're set up at the 35 now. From the gun, a run for Henry. And he's got about 9 on that run, partner, down inside the 30.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Less than a ruler needed here on second down. From the gun, Jackson buys time, rolling right. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And that pushes him back, third down coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate, when you put the ball in the air. How many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't, they call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
Third and 2, here's Jackson. That one finds his man, Likely. And in for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens earn the chance to tie before halftime. It seems like a lot of the time, Brock, even if the results aren't quite as flashy every rep, tight ends are even more reliable scorers than a lot of receivers are when it comes to the passing game.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but there's also a lot more real estate for them to work with, right? Think of the receivers. They got to deal with the sidelines, that 12th defender. Many of these tight ends, they've got a ton of field to work with, and when they prove to the quarterback they can be a difference maker, he'll look for them.
Set to return, this is Braxton Berrios. Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. From the gun, Stroud. This one's out to Knoll, left side. And he'll get it up to the 27. The clock rolls as the Texans try to hurry their offense to the line. From the 27. He's got Knoll working the sideline. And they're going to get to him right along that midfield stripe, Brock, as he's set out. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And it sets up a Houston first. Knoll set in motion left. They go play action with Stroud. Has a man downfield. It's Collins. They pick up 20 yards there. And the Texans are going to have a first down.
That is all-out effort to make the catch, putting his body on the line, diving for the ball. He earned that reception and some more targets in the immediate future.
On play action, here's Stroud. Completes, dialing up Collins again. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. The clock rolls as the Texans try to hurry their offense to the line. Stroud to throw on first down. And that finds him in the end zone for the Houston touchdown. The Texans take the lead just before halftime. Nico Collins with the touchdown. Fairbairn connects on the extra point. And the Texans break that tie and now lead by 7. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. This return starts at the 5. And not a bad place for them to start, up past the 30-yard line. They've got first down here, but just 18 seconds to work with. Back to throw. Here's Jackson. Rolling left, buying some time. Now here he goes. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. They go play fake with Jackson. Headed out right. He calls his own number again, and he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
Tyler Loop after the Ravens to attempt this field goal. Ball spotted on that right hash, 53 yards out. Has the distance, but headed well left, no good. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Berrios now to return it. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Texans to the line, 1st and 10. The half's going to begin with a mix and run. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line. That play good for 17 on a first down. Big shot to begin the drive, has him up beyond the 40. Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. He rolls to his right. Throw right side. Dell has it. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Don't you feel sometimes, Kate, up here in the booth when we get to see things develop, we're playing the same guessing game that defenses are on those kind of plays? Is he planning on keeping it or just waiting for a throw to develop and get open? That time the QB did a terrific job of finding that outlet.
Stroud throwing here on 1st. Put some air under it, deep down the left. Has it down close. And in for the Houston touchdown. The Texans grow the lead coming out of halftime. Nico Collins with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Point after up and good by Fairbairn. And the Texans double their lead to 14. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Wallace with a return here. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these, really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Derek Stingley Jr. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers.
And it'll be first and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line.
Just excellent effort on that catch, and a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
Stroud completes it quick. Touchdown, Houston! The Texans parlay the interception into points. Fairbairn now for the PAT. Got a good plant in the rain there. The extra point flies through. And the Texans stretch their lead to 21. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Wallace with a return here. This makes it up to the 25. Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Henry gets it here to start the drive. And he manages to find a little traction on that soaked field as he fights forward for a couple. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Play action. Here's Jackson. Buying some time right. He's going to keep it this time. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Now it's Lamar. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Texans are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. Well, depending on which side of the ball you're looking at here, Brock, things have either been very sharp or they've been just awful to start this second half. 2 drives, 2 interceptions now.
And where do you think I'm looking, Kate?
Oh, I know. Where you been looking?
Oh, it's a miserable place to be as a quarterback, just knowing you're hurting your team, not even giving yourself a chance, giving the ball away.
Offense up to the line fast. Shotgun now for Stroud. Chased out to his right. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. Try getting it to Nico Collins. And now they're going to face 3rd down.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stroud. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And this defense makes the stop in a big way to bring up 4th down. The Texans set to punt. And he wasn't needed at all in the first half, partner. This is going to be his first punt. And they get to this one inside the 10. Looks like they stopped it right at the 9-yard line. Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10. The drive begins with Henry. And he will carry this across for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. man, Brock, once that became a foot race, you could have gone ahead and just said goodbye because you were not stopping that play.
He gone. I mean, he's long gone. Not with a full field ahead of one of the longest runs of his career right in front of him. The way he broke that, the only fitting place was the end zone.
The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Berrios now to return it. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10. Stroud off of play action. Hauled in left side. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
1st down, Stroud. Has it downfield, working the left. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. He just gets down inside the 35-yard line. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. First down throw by Stroud. And down he goes. The Ravens defense gets it done. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Three-quarters in the books from this one. The Texans have fought their way to a strong lead, and they've got the football. Blood in the water defensively after that sack. This offense facing 2nd and 23. Another try following the sack. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete.
Really had to find a way to get that short completion because now you're staring at 3rd and extra long. And that's a place no QB in this league wants to be.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Stroud off the play fake. Fits it through the middle. He's in! Touchdown, Houston! The Texans have likely locked up the win right there. Fairbairn now for the PAT. Bad weather doesn't affect that extra point. It's good. And the Texans stretch their lead to 21. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Wallace with a return here. And he's brought down just inside the 25. First call here coming from the shotgun. Play fake, Jackson. Taking the deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Still 10 to go. It's 2nd down now from the 26. Throwing again is Lamar. On the move, headed right. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Texans have it as he records the first interception of his young career.
I'll hear a lot of defensive coordinators say you've got to earn the right to rush the passer by doing work on the early downs. You know what this is, Kate? They've earned the right to be aggressive defensively with the work they did through 3 quarters, and this defense is cutting it loose.
And they're going to get just inside that red zone on the big play down to the 19. Stroud from the pistol. Forced out to his right. Throw right side, hauled in by Collins. And he's in! Touchdown, Houston! The Texans put up even more points in a win. Nico Collins with a touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. That is his 6th passing score of the game. A lot of quarterbacks could go several weeks without throwing that many touchdowns. And now, keep in mind, he's only one off the NFL record of 7 in a single game. Fairbairn connects on the extra point. And the Texans continue piling on to this lead. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. 1st and 10. Lamar out of the pistol. On him quick, and they bring him down. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Even from the booth, Kate, I can hear it. I can hear that front 7 telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys. I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did, wasted no time in getting that sack. Kate, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss.
And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. 3rd and 18 kills most drives, right? But they find an opening and hit it to pick up the 1st. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. On 1st down, Jackson. Got a man downfield. It's Bateman. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens putting up points in a game decided.
I know you got to mix your looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with the receiver, with that kind of speed, that is scary, and he just made him pay.
That one right down the middle. And the Ravens cut the lead by a quarter, down now to 21. The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Has this at the 6. He stopped on the run back at the 27. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. From the gun, Stroud. He puts a Mayer under it deep down the middle. And that one falls incomplete. Oh, it would have been a great catch. Still was a great effort. That brings up second down.
Hey, I get it. If any of their pass catchers have what it takes to beat double coverage, it's him. The kids would say, he's him. That defense knew it's why they doubled him and knocked it away.
Stroud to throw again on second. Escapes the pocket. And like an empty wrapper, he just throws that one away.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Lamar off the play fake. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the sack forces a now tougher 3rd down.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks, well, it's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
Third and long for him here. Connects on the crosser. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. That's the 2-minute warning here from Baltimore. Ravens hoping to make it look a little better before time runs out. Can't blame him looking at that scoreboard, right? Might as well go for this on 4th down. Desperation time here. Flushed out of the pocket. They'll make a bid for it on the ground. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. One of their best play calls of this game, Brock. That's him 17 yards on 4th down and gets them the first.
I can promise you, that was the goal from the moment he took off. He kept his eyes locked on the chains. It's almost like he had a spidey sense. He knew exactly where to get in order to move the sticks and get that critical 1st down.
Oh no, they get him yet again! Kamari Lassiter with the pick! And the Texans will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
4 picks, 1 game, hey, I get it. They've not all been his fault, but it isn't any easier to stomach. For the sake of his mental game, I think it's about time to limit things to short, easy passes or simply take him off this field altogether.
And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And they take him down right along the 30. Trying to set this up quick. They're going to pass it here. Caught near the goal line. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2. That sets up 1st and goal.
Kate, we see it every week in the NFL. So many of these defenses are predicated on not giving up the big play. So when you get a chunk play, yards like that thrown into double coverage to your tight end, you will take it every time and twice on Sunday.
Working inside the red zone, and he's in! Touchdown, Houston! The Texans keep adding to that fourth quarter lead. Fairbairn now for the PAT. Extra point sent in through the rain. And the Texans grow their lead yet again. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Wallace with a return here. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Handoff headed right to Henry. And he manages to find a little traction on that soaked field as he fights forward for a couple. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7. Running once more with Henry. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. So the Texans come away with the road win. Man, they were facing a top 5 defense this week, Brock, but they made them look anything but. What a great performance to get this win.
Yeah, you can come in, Kate, with this awe and mystique of, gosh, we're facing one of the best defenses in the league, but as soon as you get those first points, you realize, you know what? They're mortal just like the rest of us, and they took the fight right to them.
This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the Texans as we say so long from Baltimore.
What's up, Phony? What's happening? What's up, Sean Paul? What's happening? Hey, now, ladies and gentlemen, it's about that time. Turn this thing on out. Now, let me see everybody.